Hi guys, this is video help for S.9, and this is solving equations, complete the solution. So this one is a little tricky for you guys because you're not used to seeing this format, and I want you to tell you that it's actually a lot easier than you think. And I know I say that and then it's actually harder but let's look at what it's actually asking us for. So right here it says fill in the missing term on each line, simplify any fractions. So it's giving us a two-step equation, which we just practiced. And what each box is asking us for is each step. You know how I said there's two steps. One is additive inverse, one is multiplicative inverse. IXL talks about it differently. So what it's gonna, for this first box, it says divide both sides by 2. Well, this side, they already did the work. So all I'm doing is dividing the side of the equation sign on this side. So for example, if I were to draw a line down that equal sign, I would draw that line right here, and all I have to do is do all of the work here. So here it says divide both sides by 2, so I'm going to do 18 divided by 2. Well, what's 18 divided by 2? That gives me 9. Then it says subtract 6 from both sides, so what's 9 minus 6? Well, that's 3. So the answers that they're looking for are 9 in the first box and 3 in the second box. Let's see if I'm right. I said 9 and 3. 9 and 3. Step out time. Do you guys notice that here it had distributive property, but they got rid of the distributive property by just dividing by 2? You can do that way as well. We'll talk more about that later when I get back. All right, for this one, let's see. We're going to draw that line down the equal sign. Ooh, that's a terrible line, which I don't know how to get rid of. So we're just going to pretend that that's a correct line. All right, now what I'm going to do is I am going to, what does it say? Subtract 6 from each side. So what is 8 minus 6? So let's try it. 8 minus 6. Well, that gives us 8 minus 6 is 2. And then it says to multiply both sides by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So I'm going to put that 4 right here. Excellent. All right, so this one looks different, but it's telling you exactly what you have to do, okay? So here it's telling us that we need to multiply both sides by 8. They already did this side, so if we were to draw our line, all right, I'm going to see if I can draw it a little straighter. I'm going to draw that line down the equal sign. All I'm worrying about is this side, okay? So let's see. What is, tells us what to do, multiply both sides by 8. 8 times 5 is 40. And then here it says subtract 14. So 40 minus 14 is, you know what, I might have to do that off to the side. So 40 minus 14. I'm going to borrow. This turns into a 3. This turns into a 10. 10 minus 4 gives me 6. And 3 minus 1 gives me 2. So my answer is going to be 26 right here. Oops, don't want to do that. I want this. 26. All right. Let's see. For this one, we have, oh, okay. This one looks a little bit different. So let's see what we have to do. In this case, we actually have to select the missing description. So if we look here, it gives us our options. So we have to look at right here, our 3, and we have distributive property here. What happened? Did they actually distribute the 3 to the inside terms? What would happen if we actually distributed it? If we distributed it, it would be 3x plus 3. That's not what we get here. It looks like they got rid of the 3 by multiplying by the multiplicative inverse, or which is the same thing as dividing both sides by 3. If you think about it, is 12 divided by 3 4? Yes, it is. So that's the one that you want. Okay? Now it says subtract 1 from each side. So 4 minus 1 gives me 3. And that's my answer. All right. I'm almost there at 70. I'm just going to take you guys all the way. Right here, what happened? They got rid of that 3 that's underneath here. We haven't seen much like this. So how do you, but if you think about it, how do you get rid of, what if this was like t over 3? How would you get rid of this 3? You make an imaginary 1 right here. So let's think about this. There's an imaginary 1. So this is the same thing as 1/3 times t, right? And how did we get rid of that 1/3? Well, we multiplied by the reciprocal, which is 3 over 1. So we are going to multiply each side by 3. Let's see if that's an option. Multiply both sides by 3, and then it says subtract 2. So 24 divided subtracting 2 gives me 22. All right, did I make it? Ooh, one more. Okay, well, what's the first thing they did? I still have that C8, so they got rid of this positive 17. How do you get rid of a positive 17? Well, you subtract 17 from both sides, right? Does it make sense? Does 20 minus 17 give me 3? Well, then that's your solution, right? Okay, last thing, it says multiply both sides by 8. So 3 times 8 gives me 24. And that is my answer. Hopefully this video helped. I'll see you next time.